Verbal Riot.
Okay, so I guess I do have to talk about this. Didn't want to, but I guess I do. So the Fantastic Four has just come out and or came out last week, and it's doing okay in the box office, I guess. A lot of the problems that people had with the movie were, there wasn't like a lot of chemistry with Reed Richards and Sue Richards, Pedro Pascal, and Vanessa Kirby's characters. But turns out there's a lot of chemistry with them off camera. And that's what people are talking more about, unfortunately. Now, we talked about this a little bit on Film Threat. Okay, we talked about like how appropriate it is for them to be acting the way they're acting. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to show you a video. And some of you guys have probably already seen this video, but let me get it off the big women. There we go. This is just them in interviews, okay? Now, let me preface this with Vanessa Kirby is pregnant with another man's baby. With another man's baby. She has a whole ass fucking fiance. He's some ex lacrosse player. He's a professional lacrosse player. I can't remember his name for some reason. Paul Rebeal. Paul Rebeal, I think is his name is. So she's pregnant with this dude's kid. And I want you to just take note of how she's acting with her co-star.
These are gorgeous. I think that's my favorite image so far.
Just our hands.
Yeah. As long
That
as
was
you
our
don't have
very
to see-
first day
As
as
long as you
well.
don't have to see my face. Terrible
Sorry,
confession to
Sorry,
make
babe.
in front of
Sorry,
Gordon.
It took
We're
me
gonna-
Some of the best, some of the best men in the world, so they don't count.
These are gorgeous. I think that's my favorite.
So, by the way, that was a short video. There's longer videos of them, doing this shit on other things, red carpets, interviews. Like, there's more footage of this, right? Now, we had a debate on Film Threat, on Versus Monday, about is it appropriate? And I'm sorry, but for me, hell no. Hell no. There's no way. If I'm watching, right? If I'm watching my woman fondle some dude, right? Now, here's the thing. It's easy to say, oh, it's because he's gay. It's okay. Pedro's gay, so it doesn't matter. Okay, I would accept that if we knew for sure he was gay, right? We speculate, of course. We speculate that he acts gay, he is gay, whatever. We don't know he's gay for a fact. He's never come out and said he's gay. So we're watching a woman who was taken by another man, impregnated by another man, fondle, right? Fondle this dude all over the media, right? Now understand, as a man, your friends, your family, your ex-teammates, everybody's watching your woman do this shit. To a man we don't know is gay or not. Oh, and also, what if he's bi? So what if he likes both? What then? Like, would you be okay with this shit? Because I'm sitting there like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. To the streets with her, right? I would send her to the streets. There's no way. But some people disagree. Some people say that it's all part of the show. It's all part of promoting the movie and this and that. But I'm like, okay, but there's levels to this shit, man. There's levels to this shit. Like, for example, and I mentioned this Monday, when the movie A Star Is Born came out, Bradley Cooper, Lady Gaga, they were kind of hamming it up a little bit for the movie. And, I remember during the Oscars, they did this like, when they played together, they did a performance, on a piano, and they were making like Google eyes at each other. Like, they were hamming it up. I get that. That's it is what it is, right? That was very different than what we're seeing with this. Because these two have been all over each other, man, in a way where there's no way as a man, if that were my woman, I would be nearly okay with that. Now, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy and maybe like I'm tripping. And maybe you guys are more evolved. Maybe you guys are more evolved than I am. And you'll be fine with it. This is some crazy shit to me. Now, what's crazier is if you contrast that with this situation with actor Neil McDonald, right? This is a guy who basically we've seen him play different roles. Like he usually plays the villain, right? But he's not a villain in real life. He's actually a good dude in real life. He has it in his contract that he will not kiss another woman other than his wife. So don't put him in a role where he has to kiss another actress. He will only kiss his wife. Now, what's even funnier is his wife is okay with him doing it. She's fine if he kissed another actress in the name of work, right? But his own convictions are, I'm not going to kiss another woman who's not my wife. And this is oh, I thought I had a picture. Oh yeah, this is a picture of him and his wife together. So what's funny is he was getting shit from people saying that, you know, it's your job, you're an actor, you know, your job is, you know, if they say kiss somebody, to kiss somebody. So they were on his ass. Oh, and to add to the story, because he refused to do this because he refused to kiss another woman on screen, he says, and I have no way to prove this, but he says that he was blackballed. He was blackballed in Hollywood because he wouldn't do that. He didn't get roles. He got turned down for everything. Studios spoke bad about him to other studios, that kind of thing. Now, the problem with being blackballed in Hollywood is it's impossible. It's impossible to prove it, right? It's literally impossible. Because all they have to say is, we went with an actor or somebody who we thought was better for the part. And how do you prove that's not true? So it's very hard to prove you've been blackballed. And there've been a lot of actors and actresses who've been blackballed, but they can never fully prove it. So for a while, he got no work because of this. And then you have people in the comments talking about that, you know, he should just do it because he's an actor and this and that, and it's his job and blah, blah, blah. But yet praising Vanessa Kirby and Pedro Pascal for fooling around off camera, saying that, you know, she's just helping her friend who has anxiety, right? Brush it all up against him, you know, him, you know, rubbing her sides, you know, rubbing her ass, all kind of crazy shit. That's okay. But this man standing up saying, I'm not going to kiss another woman but my wife, that's crazy, right? That is wrong. I don't know, man. Like that's kind of trippy to me. I personally, if I were Vanessa Kirby's guy, that would be it. Right? Because he's already been humiliated. Let's be honest here. You think his friends on the lacrosse team, these athletes, you think they're good with that? Like that, like they're not making fun of him for some shit like that? Like people in the real world, you don't think that's fishy? And you're talking to somebody who I understand the game. I understand Hollywood. I get it. Right? You gotta puff it up a little bit, right? You gotta sell the movie. I understand that on every level. I do. That's more than selling a movie, man. To me.